Hello, and welcome, folks, to Speed Gaming 4. I'm August 40th. I'm joined by barbecue.gov, and we've got another Zelda 1 randomizer weekly race for you. How you doing, Barbecue?
I'm doing great, August. How's it going tonight?
It's going good. Excited for these Speed Gaming Live 2022 flags that we're racing here. We've got Melchior, Dark Falls, Galen, and Sigil.
All four really good runners. So, for folks who may not be familiar with what the SGLive 2022 flags are, August, do you want to talk folks through that a little bit?
Oh, shucks. I forgot to pull that up. Do you have that up by any chance?
I actually don't. That's why I asked you the question.
Ah, dang.
We'll figure it out as we go. We'll get that information for everybody. But yeah, we've got four great runners ready to go, and we're off, and we're starting right in the middle of the map.
Yeah, the Speed Gaming Live flags are certainly going to be a little nicer than the All Boards No Swords tournament that's currently going on. As we see, we've got a blue candle right next to our starting screen in the Take Any Cave. And is that a white sword red candle just to the south? We're gonna need the usual 4 to 6 hearts to pick that up.
Yep, as we see, Galen's found any roads also in the forest, and he's going to see where those go right away. And Dark Falls did a strategy. He was able to hit the first enemy with his blue candle, get 4 bombs, immediately up 8 and saved. So he has those 4 bombs in his inventory, and if he uses them up here in the northeast and doesn't like what he finds, he can just retry and get those back.
That is a wise move, as we find, is that level 5 or level 8?
I think that was 5 on Dark Falls' side.
Yeah. Give us a moment. It looks like we are syncing the streams behind the scenes.
Okay, great. And yeah, August, you were right. 1 screen south of start is where the red candle is. No one can pick it up yet, but they'll pick that up in short order. All right, Dark Falls is going to take a dip into 5. Looks like decent enemies. So, well, not doing much with that Patra with a blue candle. And on Melchior's side, it looks like he's prioritizing the Armos checks on the east side of the map and finds the magical sword sitting under a candle burn bush in the forest. And he'll get, at the Armos screen, he'll get our mid secret, which is 28, and our big secret on Dark Falls' side, which is 109. So probably not a poverty seed.
Yeah, that's a good spot for the magical sword. Not very far away from start. So, assuming our runners are picking up these heart containers, it might be an option as we find 20 rupees for the bombs, vanilla. Our medium secret, that's not a terrible price to find.
No, and on Melchior's side, I believe we just saw cheap arrows, 64 for the arrows. We do not know, although we will hear probably in a moment, what the coast item is. We do know that we have at least a mixed quest overworld, if not a full second quest overworld, because Melchior tried to burn the bush at Vanilla 8 and got absolutely nothing.
Good eyes. We find 64 rupees for a pack of arrows. Dark Falls finds the letter over here in Vanilla 5.
Okay, and was that the bow on the coast that Melchior saw? It looked like the bow.
Oh, shucks, I missed it, but looks like Galen is headed that direction next. Other 2 runners exploring out the Lost Hills. And that was indeed the bow on the coast.
Well, that's kind of important. All our runners so far are on the east side of the map, so they'll between all of them, as we find level 4 on Sigil's side, up just 1 screen down and 1 screen to the left from the far northeast corner. Okay, and then we've got Melchior in level 5. Level 5 was at the far northeast Armos. So all 4 runners, if they haven't found it already, they will find that in very short order.
All right, and hopefully we are adjusting the audio on the fly. Thanks for the heads up in the chat. We found level 4, level 5. I think that's it so far.
Yep, no, I think you're right. None of the runners have really strayed out of the east side of the map, so they're all kind of seeing the same thing everyone else is seeing. Well, scratch that. There's level 9 on Kalen's side.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit before we can get inside level 9 and do any digging.
All right, Darkfalls is going. Whoa! What in the world is that for?
Hello. And gonna be taking a little peek inside.
Yeah, I mean, that's about as linear a 4 as you can see, and yeah, Darkfalls can't really get much of anywhere with combat or with a ladder block to the south, so he's going to piece out of what looks like a ferret standing on its hind legs, but yeah, I'm just spitballing here about what that shape was.
So you'll get in the bad news of Vanilla 8 there. Immediately going over to second quest 7.
Okay, he did remember to check that. I don't think any of our runners have checked that particular spot yet. Or at least he'll check it in a minute once he makes his way around to the coast. He'll remember to circle back to that. He'll actually probably be able to get to that easier if he up and A's. Melchior in a tough spot here with 82 things shooting at him all at once, and he gets sniped by a blue Lionel in the back. Back to start Hillhead. No, that's good news for the runners that they're swordless right now. The blue the blue moblins go down to 1 candle shot. So Melchior was able to get a 4-pack of bombs immediately up A and save. And he looks like he's going to try to do the same thing again and scores again. Now he's got a 4-pack of bombs.
Yeah, it's always useful to get some bombs, get them early, and to use them well.
Yeah, especially this part of the seed where you're still looking for your sword, you're scrambling around, you're running into Lionels in the overworld who are trying to snipe you. It's just one less. If you can manage your bomb counts even in a sorted seed, you're going to have to do a lot less farming as you go along. All right, level 6 at Vanilla start, and Melchior's going to pop right out, and he'll come back in a little bit once he's checked this part of the world a little bit.
Yeah, really are looking for a better source of offense. Swords out there somewhere.
Well, Melchior just walked into it. There it is, just 1 spot northwest of Vanilla start. So he's got his stabby device if he can avoid getting shot. Yeah, he might want to consider from the screen he's on. A sigil takes a death on the Armos screen. Yeah, I know he's got 1 heart, but he might have considered popping into 6 real quick, up and getting a health refill so he doesn't lose the progress he's making here.
It's always useful to keep in mind where those dungeons are and to keep that in mind. You can really lose a lot of progress on the overworld depending on where your start screen is.
So Galen took a dip into 6, peeked around a little bit, didn't exactly see what he was looking for, so he's going to do he's going to follow Melchior's path and go head towards the area of the Deadwoods. Okay, so on Melchior's side, we can confirm this is mixed quest overworld because that second quest, burn spot one screen south of the ferry, did not burn, which does in second quest. So this is mixed quest overworld.
Yeah, mixed quest is a whole other beast. A handful of spots you got to keep in mind, as well as some extra power bracelet and recorder spots.
Yeah, the recorder can be a really important get early on in mixed quest or second quest because it just allows you to knock out a bunch of additional overworld spots. As Melchior's trying to get into Death Armos, but Death Armos is living up to its reputation today. He resets the screen and is able to get in there, and what's he rewarded with? Oh, the arrow shop.
Question in chat, second quest overworld? No, mixed quest overworld. We won't know about the large secret unless we have confirmation whether it's mixed first quest or mixed second quest.
Yep, exactly right. And on Sigil's side, he checked the red candle spot with 5 hearts, and 5 hearts was enough to pick up the red candle, so while he doesn't have the sword yet, he does have some repeatable offense.
And if I were to have to guess, I would imagine it's mixed first quest, which would mean there's 3 large secrets. Just with the knowledge that for Speed Gaming Live, it's not quite as brutal. At least it hasn't been in the past as some of the main tournaments.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. That the main goal of these flags, unlike maybe some other tournaments, is not pain. This is actually supposed to be a good showcase for what our runners can do and not to unnecessarily torture them with really difficult seeds.
Also, to draw some people who might want to pick up this randomizer for the first time. Speed Gaming Live is going down this fall. And in fact, on Friday on the Speed Gaming Network, we've got Jam Evil versus Fred Coughlin in a Zelda 1 randomizer crowd control race. So you're going to want to keep your eyes peeled either on the Speed Gaming Live schedule or on the VOD collection.
Yeah, that promises to be a lot of fun. If you've not seen a crowd control race before, what that means is that there will be it's a fundraising mechanism, and the funds, as I understand it, are going to the prize pool for the Z1 randomizer events for SGLive. But the fun part for those who are watching live that race on Friday night is that you can contribute, and your contribution allows you to, on the fly, while the runners are in the middle of the seed, to add, remove, or change some flags in the seed that they are running. So you can troll the heck out of them. You can help out your favorite runners. It promises. I've seen 1 or 2 of these types of races before, where folks can kind of change things on the fly, and all of a sudden you add rupee speed. All of a sudden you add killable drops, and it's chaos, but it's fun chaos, and it's all meant to be fun. And so it's a good showcase for what those 2 excellent runners can do. That's Friday night.
And you got to be careful, though. You tend to spend a lot of money early on, and then it's harder to troll them as the runners progress through. One of my favorite things, I'm not sure if it'll be an option, but you can empty a runner's wallet. And normally that's not so bad if you've got a sword. But at the very end of the game, you need to fire at least 1 arrow.
Ooh, yeah, that a meanly timed emptying of the wallet. Oh boy, I didn't know that was a flag. That in the right situation, that can be really funny, but that could also be really mean.
And I know that's a thing for other Zelda randomizer crowd controls.
Yeah, so if you've not seen, even if you're not sure you're comfortable, contributing for that particular event, do give it a watch, because it does promise to be a lot of fun and kind of a fun spin for a Friday night on kind of the standard Z1 randomizer. So give it a check it out.
Meanwhile, on screen, Melchior at the graveyard. The first quest gravestone does not push. Second quest gravestone does not push. Also guessing that we have community hints. I saw vanilla prices, and Galen dipped out without spending anything. Meanwhile, Melchior is going to be second to that red candle.
That's a nice pickup for him, and he was guaranteed to get it with 6 hearts. So rather than even though it's close, rather than gamble, he waited until he was 100% sure he was going to pick it up before he picked it up. So he's going to try to clip into this block to be able to fire the candle right there and pop open the second quest 7 window, which gets him a medium secret for his efforts.
Yeah, I am a big fan of the way Melchior has routed in the overworld. They've kind of maneuvered their way along on a similar path, but it looks like Melchior is the first kind of completely cleared out, at least an initial pass through, from right all the way to the grave. We see Dark Falls now checking the gravestones, sigil down in the bottom southwest corner. Galen is going to make his way west in a moment. So I think Melchior, a little bit early of a lead, has that repeatable offense, and going into level 3 here, I think down on the south coast.
Yeah, this is a good find for him. This is one of the smaller dungeons, at least in theory, to clear out. So he should be able to make some good progress in here. But yeah, I also like his routing. It's the kind of routing you like to see if you are, if you start on the east side, make your way over to the Lost Woods, and you still haven't found your wood sword. That's the exact type of routing you would do anyway to do those grave checks to see if your wood sword is hanging out there. And while you're there, you might as well be efficient and knock out a bunch of overworld clearing spots. So if ideally you can avoid having to double or triple dip up there.
Meanwhile, Melchior found a shoot room with a bunch of blue darkness. Said, adios. Stumbled into that pancake room. Probably hoping for a key, given there was that key door. Hey, there's a key from a Dig Dogger. Let's see if he opts to use it right away. Does have 2 bombs. Also, we found that keys rolled up, taking 2 stabs of our sword. Now, this would be a room that, if you can get the one in the center, the 2 up top aren't the worst ones to kill. Looks like Melchior has other plans. Finds a mugger room. Gonna pay the 32 rupees, almost half of his wallet.
That's not that bad a price, given what he could be up against. Now, if this ends up being a dead end, which it looks like it is, and that's another story.
Yeah, meanwhile, Dark Falls has taken that repeatable offense, I think. I think he picked up the red candle. But Dark Falls is in level 6 here. Picks up that map. That's a pretty small level 6 compared to other seeds.
It is, and what is it with the linear maps in this seed? We've seen 4, we've seen 6. I don't even know what 6. It looks like someone doing yoga, maybe.
That's a good one. That's Recorder Lake there. Did we find a recorder? Oh, that's a take any. Never mind.
Yeah, it's one of the 4 take any's. Yeah, we've got one in the Eastern Woods. We've got one at Recorder Lake. We've got one up on Northwest Death Mountain. So those aren't bad take any's.
And if you notice, Melchior has up in 8. He's got his money back from that mugger room. More importantly, he's got that key back from that key door he spent.
Now, what does he have designs on here? He's gonna candle boost again. Through, I think that's candle boost number 3 in that room. Yep. I don't blame him not wanting to mess with that room either.
Meanwhile, Sigil has done some digging up on Death Mountain. Has found level 2.
All right. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's going to see if he can bomb to the east or west around, and if he can't, he'll just up a retry.
That makes sense.
Yep. Nope. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to do it. Just up a.
He's got some bombs. He might want to spend it and then bomb to the right again, but nope.
Okay, I think what he's going to do is he's going to try to bomb in this room here with the keys. to see if, because there's got to be, yeah, he's going to clip through there and see if he can go to the, hey, there you go, he can go to the right.
So Melchior in 3, Sigil in 2, and Galen is in number 1. Has found a push block. It's not segment. We have found Lord Banana. All hail.
1 is in its normal spot, so okay, that's fine. Did you see where 1 was? I did not see where Galen had found 1.
I did not.
All right, Galen's got to be careful here. All right, he's able to get, he's able to deal with those landmos and make it unscathed and get to this room where he'll get a key for his efforts.
Yeah, found the compass. That's big news. Meanwhile, Sigil has found a potential... Yeah, looks like we've got a segmented level 2.
Well, that's always interesting. A bomb upgrade on Galen's side, that's useful information for later. Maybe not right this second, but certainly for later.
I unfortunately does not have the money for it. We're taking out those dark nuts. Very nice. Gonna leave that bomb pack at the floor. He's at max. Another key. Looks like the Vire keys didn't roll up. That's good news. Fortunately, Galen is a little weary of picking up that heart with Gibdo's... Looks like the dark nuts. Or not the dark nuts. The Wizrobes disappeared.
Yeah, despawning that room was a really good idea. Question: I wonder if he's going to try to do a Kananaki here. Nope. He's going to instead head up to the north. See if he can get that. Well, 1 has a reputation for eating keys, and yeah, well. All right. Meanwhile, on Sigil's side, he's in 2 dealing with these Gorias and Vires. Haven't seen the item yet. Although that might change here in a minute.
I haven't seen the item, haven't seen the map, and it's nearly impossible for me to tell if he's found the compass or not.
Doesn't look like it. Oh, well, we said we had a segmented 2. We also have a segmented 1. Now, will this lead to anything fruitful?
Well, we've already found the banana. That was pretty fruitful.
Yeah,
Not
and
too many other fruitful items.
Yeah, that key, actually, that's a question of, is he going to spend it to go up in that room here, or is he going to use it to get his Triforce and go back? And he's going to use it here and see where it takes him. Well, it opens up at least 3 other rooms.
Yeah, it could lead him to the any key.
Is that a double segmented 2? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, just 1 lone room there underneath the dash.
Okay, there's our map of 1. Well, that's not all that linear, but it does look like a guy who's kicking a sprinkler.
It does look like level 2 is smaller than level 1 this seed. And another bomb upgrade in level 2. Sigil also unable to purchase that, so we are in the dark how much that is.
We are, but I'll be curious to see if any of the runners go back for either of those. The only runner right now who's close to being able to afford that is Darkfalls, and he's not... well, there's a raft on the floor in 2.
Hello.
There's our floor item.
And it does like turn off most open staircase is on the raft there in that spot. A dead giveaway. And I'm guessing Galen doesn't have a whole lot left in this level 1. He's done a lot of it.
He has. He's down to half a heart, so I understand him wanting to be careful here. He needs a key to get the Triforce, so there's only... he's not going to be able to get a health refill that way, absent finding a key in one of the rooms, in one of the rooms that he hasn't seen yet. No, and he takes a shot there and back to start he'll head. But that may actually save him a little bit of time because without a key, he can't really do a whole heck of a lot. And Sigil's going to get his Triforce out of 2.
At first on the board with a piece of the Triforce. Well, Dark Falls has picked up their red candle back in level 1, or maybe in level 1 for the first time. I think this was the boomerang staircase here.
Yep, I think you're exactly right. Yeah, I think Galen's realizing now that everywhere else he needs to go, he needs a key, and he's not going to be able to find one there. So he'll come back when he's got the ability to get that Triforce.
And meanwhile, Dark Falls is going to pick up the boomerang. Has not found the wood. Oh wait, no, he has found the wood. What? I can't see. He has found the wood sword, but he's going to pick that boomerang up for the stunning capabilities.
Early on in the game, I think that's a perfectly fine play. There's no reason not to have the ability to stun enemies. I know some people don't like it taking up a inventory spot later in the game, but you use it a couple times and it ends up saving you a little bit of time. That's probably, that'll probably net out as being worth it. As Dark Falls is back in that landmo room, he's going to try to avoid getting bopped again, and he does. Get that 5. You don't know it yet, but you're going to need it.
All right, now we have 3 runners in level 1. Melchior and Sigil have just discovered it up here on Death Mountain. Galen has stumbled into level 2. Let's see if he can't find that raft.
Oh, yuck. Vires do not go down to 1 bomb shot. That's slightly annoying.
Meanwhile, Dark Falls found that bomb upgrade just 3 rupees shy. Maybe can find some in here to make that purchase.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm strongly considering if I find a 5 here real quick, just running right back. It's 2 screens back, and it's pretty close to normal price. I don't see a big downside to investing 30 seconds to run back and go get it.
Meanwhile, that 30 seconds saved by Melchior, first to the boomerang, didn't hesitate to bomb the lone blue wizrobe here, beating Sigil to the banana.
Melchior's got to hurry to get. Oh, he could have ducked out. He's got half a heart. He's got to hope that he doesn't get trapped by the landmos here.
Yeah, luckily the red ones are a bit slower, but they do take 2 hearts on a green tunic.
And he's going to do the smart thing here. He's got 1 down. He'll duck right back in, and that will despawn the second land mola, and he'll be able to get his compass.
That works with land molas, Moldorm, dig doggers. I think that's it. Yeah.
It's a handy little trick I wish I knew when I was a kid playing this game. Would have saved me a bunch of time.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the vanilla game, all the enemies tend to be, there's only 1 enemy type in each room, so you can't duck in and out of the rooms to get rid of any wizrobes.
Yeah, I think there's only 1 boss room in the dungeons. It might be level 7. That once you're in with the boss, that you can duck out.
There's the floor heart in 1 for our runners who are in level 1. Melchior and Sigil have a key to their name.
Oh, that was an interesting pickup on the floor in Darkfall's side. That's the wand on the floor in that room at the very top of the map of 1 that requires a key to get in.
Well, that is a very nice pickup indeed.
Whoops. Well, Dark Falls was going to get that Triforce, but that's a moat room that he went into from the top. Yeah. Kananaki there. So he's going to have to respawn that room and hope that he can get the Stalfos with the Triforce to get spawned up north of the river there.
Meanwhile, Galen picking up the Triforce into going back in for that raft.
Yeah, and I don't remember where the map was. The map will definitely point Galen in the right direction because he doesn't know this is a double segmented too.
Yeah, absolutely. Map will be helpful.
And on Melchior's side, he picks the correct door in the 3-card Monty at the top of level 1, and he's able to grab his Triforce out of 1.
Yeah, that is a full clear of level 1 for Melchior. Has the boomerang, has the wand. Right? Has the wand? I haven't seen him.
Ooh, I don't know that he saw the wand, but he may be betting that he can come back here, particularly if he finds the recorder later.
Right,
that if he needs to get that.
Yeah, I missed it. It was Dark Falls with the wand. But looks like Dark Falls did not come out with the Triforce.
No, he's buying keys. So he's going to buy that key so he can go get that Triforce. So that answers the question of, is he going to save up for the bomb upgrade? Well, not right now, he's not.
Yeah, sure enough. Meanwhile, Melchior has found level 2, very close to level 1 up here on Death Mountain.
All right, Sigil also picks the right door to head into to get his Triforce out of level 1. I don't think he got the wand either. So it'll be interesting to see if he pops right back in to try to dig it out. He's not going to.
And I think our other runners without the keys are going elsewhere. We now have 3 runners in the level 2.
There's the map on Galen's side. Now he gets the kind of gross news that, oh, wow, this is going to be a little more work than I thought.
Thankfully, he has already done a little bit of that work. Melchior has enough for the bomb upgrade. And I think the virus rolled up. Melchior just tried to bomb one. Did not go down to a bomb.
Yep, and he immediately switched to the red candle and just started burning everything. Can't say I blame him there. And that bomb wall for him is not going to bomb. He doesn't have the map yet, so he doesn't quite know what he's up against in terms of pathing.
I wonder if he's listening to Ellie Goulding.
I don't know, actually. We can get him in the chat afterwards. We can ask him. Meanwhile, on Darkfall's side, that's a Triforce in a vertical shoot room, but that wand paying immediate dividends for Darkfalls as he was able to clear that room with the enemies all the way over on the other side.
Looks like it's a lot of pick a key up and spend a key right away.
Yeah, this often happens when you find 1 and 2 together, kind of in short order. Both those dungeons aren't exactly key friendly. More often than not, you kind of tend to come out with a key deficit, whereas some of your later levels are far more generous with keys. So, in some respects, particularly in a key Starve Siege, it can be beneficial on occasion to find a level like a level 4 or a level 5 relatively early, and take a peek, if for no other reason. Then you might find just a key sitting on the floor or 2 that you can repurpose in level 1.
And that might be our first large secret there, 109 on Sigil's side. But speaking of those larger levels, other than level 9, we have found level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think it's just 7 and 8 that are outstanding.
I think you're right. We've been so focused on 1 and 2 because that's where everybody has been, and on a macros in the macro sense, most of the runners have more or less kind of followed everyone else kind of in the same direction. They've all kind of followed similar pathing, not identical, but similar. Question in chat: are second quest rooms on? I believe they are in this flag set.
I have not noticed any second quest exclusive rooms myself. There's the bomb upgrade, Gaiman 4 rupee short. Oh, there's a 5 on the floor. Go get it. Nice. All right, we're gonna see what this upgrade gives us.
This is really well timed for him too, because he is OUT out of bombs, and it's the vanilla +4. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Definitely happy to have 12 bombs in the bag.
Yeah, especially given that you've already seen level 1 is segmented, level 2 is double segmented. Hey, immediate raft for Galen on the floor. Yeah, if I'm the runners and I've seen the segmented, choppy nature of 1 and 2, and I've seen the linear nature of 4 and or 6, yeah, bombs are going to have a potential to be kind of important in this seed. So get them while you got the money.
And we also have both Dark Nuts and Wizarobes in these dungeons. Actually, oh no, we have seen Tektites, so definitely have overworld enemies shuffled in. Just so happens we've got Dark Nuts and Wizarobes in dungeons.
Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary in terms of in-dungeon monsters. So, all right, Melchior's gonna. Well, he thought about the bomb upgrade, but he's gonna maybe come back for it, or he's gonna save it for later.
Yeah, I would have thought that he maybe bomb a wall or two, but he set it in the other direction. No,
Yeah,
Turquoise picking up that Triforce out of 2.
and he's gonna go right back in. He does not have the item yet, so. But with the map, he does know where he has to go in the macro sense to be able to get what he needs.
Yeah, and right after he got that, he paused his screen to look at the Triforce placement. I wonder if it's a possibility of being second quest dungeons. That doesn't make sense with shapes, unless it's a random dungeon thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I would think that we're going to be in Shapes dungeons no matter what. Although I suppose it is possible to have Shapes first half.
Yep.
Well, no, but we've already seen 6, and it's not first or second quest Shapes, so it's probably Shapes all the way through.
Well, 6 is on the same grid as 1 through 5.
Oh, it is. Okay, for some reason I thought it was 1 through 4 and then 5 through 9.
No, it's 1 through 6, and then 7, 8, and 9 share another grid.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. And so yeah, so it is possible that we could have second quest rooms on for 7 through 9. But yeah, 1 through 6 is going to be Shapes. All right, we got 4 runners and 4 different dungeons. Yalen's in 3. Sigil is in 5. I don't know if this is his second dip into 5. I don't know if he did an initial dip into 5 when he found it.
Not a whole lot explored on that subscreen, but we do have a Patra.
That Patra going down a lot easier to the 1. So we have 2 runners who found the 1 and 1, and 2 runners who haven't. Sigil finds a push block here in 5. He'll get an item, and that looks like a breadstick to me.
Fred, what is the recorder doing in level 5?
Yeah. Everything is randomized, including the randoms. That recorder in 5 is going to be very useful for Sigil as he continues through the rest of the seed. Even though he has the items out of 1 and 2, it'll open up a whole bunch of overworld checks on him in a mixed quest overworld, and it'll give him the transportability that our other runners don't have yet.
Yeah,
As Melchior's back in 1.
I think Sigil has taken that early lead away from Melchior. Isn't going to have to dip 1 or 2 again. Melchior probably isn't required to for that one, but might eventually want to get back there. As we see, or he is back there. As we see both him and Galen and Dark Falls all double dipping level 1, which Sigil is not going to have to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the good news for Melchior is he's going to key up here into this top room, and he is going to get his wand. Well, he's going to get everyone in 1 bomb shot. He'll be rewarded there. And he'll immediately save to get that, make sure he keeps that offensive upgrade.
And that is the power of the boomerang right there, allowing them to group up those enemies. As Dark Falls also will be clearing out this level 1 right behind Melchior.
Okay, and Galen won't be far behind. He has 2 keys, so unless he completely guesses wrong in the 3 key let's make a deal setup he's got here at the top of the level, he's going to be very likely to get his Triforce. And yep, he's going to get his wand here in a second.
Well, Sigil has gotten 1 done, has gotten 2, and now says, you know what? Let's go into level 3 here. There's the wand pickup for Galen.
So now all 4 of our runners have a form of very useful ranged offense. Sigil needs to be careful. He's down to half a heart here. So, yep, as Galen is going to get his Triforce out of 1, all 4 of our runners now are basically done in 1 and 2. Oh, Dark Falls gets sniped on the overworld.
We see Melchior now purchasing some keys.
This may now we know why he didn't take that bomb upgrade. I thought it was either that he was saving up because he does not have arrows yet and knows Bo is on the coast, or that he had some other purchase in mind. And yeah, that's a good purchase to have in mind when you've seen what you've seen in 1 and 2.
I would still be a little hesitant considering there are only 2 bomb upgrades and they're both up here.
Yeah, they're in inconvenient places. Hello, level 7. That is a grandma's bathroom color level 7. That kind of turquoise-ish. Ugh.
It kind of definitely clashes with the gray floor on the lobby. So just spending that key, getting pushed down into the mugger room.
And interesting, he's going to spend the heart.
Yeah, proving that the money is more valuable to them than that heart container.
And yeah, thinking about it, because we just talked about how, this is not a poverty seed, but, we have been key starved. I kind of get the play there, that, you don't know how many keys you're going to have to buy.
Yeah, good point. It is completely within reason that to expect the randomizer to say, hey, go farm up a whole bunch of money because you're going to get key blocked.
And to that point, Sigil up 8 and retried out of 3 with that mugger room. He wanted those 30-some rupees back. So some interesting money management strategies at play here, given kind of what the runners have found themselves up against. Dark Falls is going to use the clip trick here with the wand to at least partially clear out this room in 3, hoping that this will be a useful drop.
Yeah, I was mentioning this earlier. You get that center one down. The top 2 are going down pretty easy. You have to reset the room, but it's doable.
Yeah, I know you can't. You can clip into maybe a little bit part of those blocks. That's really hard to do. Going down. Now he can get this guy up top here pretty easily, and then just exit and re-enter. Meanwhile, Galen is dipping 6 as Melchior's in 7. He's going to get his yoga pose map here and get the news there. But Melchior's going to plug right on ahead, full speed ahead in 7.
Yeah, Galen, with that extra bomb capacity, might be feeling a little more comfortable here. Good news here that Gliok is not going to be a push block room. Gliok can never be in a room with a push block.
That is something
that mugger.
Yeah,
money.
That point about the Gliok is something I literally learned 2 weeks ago, and I've been running this casually for probably a year now. So you learn something every time you watch one of these races.
Oh, absolutely. I think it was this tournament as well that I either relearned it or learned it for the first time.
Yeah, and that is one of the fun things about the randomizer, is that you have so many different options that Fred has created as part of the randomizer in terms of flags. So even with just kind of running what some people might consider your more standard flag sets, you can always spice it up and create a seed that's higher degree of difficulty, lower degree of difficulty. I think one of the seed of the weeks we had in the Discord chat a few weeks back was one where that was just kind of a palate cleanser, because the week before was just so god awful in terms of how long it took everyone. So we all kind of needed to exhale a little bit. So having some fun with 0 HP enemies and rupee speed and just kind of bombing around the overworld killing things, just that was definitely a palate cleanser. Sigil's going to get his floor heart out of 3.
And then locked into a room with some blue dark nuts.
Okay,
he's back in.
Yeah, he's going to exit and re-enter. Yeah, he's going to... I don't know if he thought he could pirouette something there. Yeah, now the downside is he's going to have to deal with this room of pancakes again, which is going to be a bit of a time sink, but if he thinks he can clear that room on 3 hearts with the wand, then yeah, there's a room on the other side of that he hasn't seen. And given what we know of 3 so far, it's probably pretty linear, just like 1, 2, 4, and 6.
I think if you got one linear dungeon like that, most of them are going to follow suit. There's a Chevy room in level 3 there.
So Melchior's out of 7, and he's now in 4, where Galen is also set up shop here. I didn't see on his end how far he was able to get in 7. I suspect he kind of ran in one direction until he found he couldn't get any further, and then just said, well, I'll come back later.
Yeah, he spent a little bit of time in there, but he's found greener pastures.
Yeah, 7's one of those levels where if you dig it and you find an important item in there, particularly if you dig it early, you feel like a genius. But if you dig it and you either end up sinking a bunch of time and or don't find the item you're looking for, you just kind of get to the end of it and you're just like, well, I hope my opponent made the same mistake, because yeah, I can't take that one back.
Yeah, level 4 was also literally green, while level 7 was kind of turquoise.
Yeah, 4 was the friendly, at least in my opinion, the friendlier of the, friendlier of the color palettes.
Tea room for Dark Falls.
Oh, and we have a map of 3, and that's a crane, I think. Not the bird, but the piece of construction equipment.
Maybe someone getting ready to play a game of Hangman.
Yeah, no, see, now I've got Hangman on my brain.
And that is most of that level 3 explored for Dark Falls.
Yeah, seeing what we see now on Darkfall's side with the map, now we kind of understand why getting through 3 has been kind of a slog, not just with the enemy set, but just kind of how it's set up. As Galen has found, and Melchior find their simultaneous recorders in level 5. Melchior thought about immediately up and A-ing, but then said, well, I should probably get the Triforce.
Our runners are neck and neck. Ooh, Anki for Dark Falls.
Yeah, remember those key troubles we were having? That's going to be a thing of the past for Dark Falls. That, if the other runners don't find that, if they kind of bail on 3 after getting the Triforce, that's a significant advantage for Dark Falls given what we've seen so far.
Yeah, finding that key in bailing. I guess maybe a ladder block must be stopping Dark Falls from that Triforce.
Yeah, I mean, we knew ladder was required anyway because of having the bow on the coast, but yeah, it's doubly required now.
And guaranteed not in level 9.
Okay, Galen's in 7 now, and he's seen the color palette, and he is similarly probably having a revolting against that, but he's decided to stick it out for a little bit and see if he can make any progress in here.
Melchior checking this eastern raft spot. Nada. Dark Falls in level 5 with that any key. Ran into one ladder block. This is going to be the recorder room. He can take down Patra.
Yep, he needs to run to that left side of the room so he doesn't take a bop. He can take one bop from Patra, but not two.
Meanwhile, Sigil taking that recorder, remembering it is a possible second quest overworld spot, so tooting that flute here in the desert.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see if the second quest flute spots block anything important. So far, no. At least not in the desert.
If it's blocking anything, we found everything except level 8. And we've got 133 raiders from Speed Gaming, fresh from an All Boards No Swords tournament matchup. Welcome to the weekly race here. Pretty slow goings. Our runners have cleared out levels 1 and 2. We found all of them except level 8. Oh, on the coast, so we're gonna need that ladder. Kind of running into, I think, ladder blocks.
Yeah, at least one, potentially more. As you can see on Sigil's side, he just blew right by the coast item, which is the bow. So it was kind of a slog early. Took a while to find the wood sword, but now the runners have kind of gotten going, both in terms of offense and clearing out the early dungeons, in which keys caused a problem. Here's level 8 on Sigil's side.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've been a bit key-starved. Dark Falls now with that any key in the best of that position.
Did you see where 8 was? I missed it. I was looking at the god-awful color palette that is level 7.
Well, Sigil was checking recorder spots. I kind of assume it's that, as Melchior
hello.
big.
That is a necessary item in this seed. Interesting that he's going to jump right back in. If it were me, I would be sorely tempted to immediate up an A and bolt right for the coast to get that bow.
Yeah, hasn't seen any Gomas, doesn't necessarily have a need for the bow just yet. Is gonna maybe take out the Gliok now. But has a couple keys to his name, doesn't have the any key, but 6, I think has a fair number of keys inside.
Yeah, that's a good point. He does not know that the any key is in 3.
I don't think there's much stopping him now that he's got that ladder.
Yeah, and speaking of ladder blocks, there's a potential ladder block in 8 that Dark Falls just found, which caused him to kind of repath back into this NSU room and try to bomb left, which he's able to do, and finds the Triforce room.
And Dark Falls and Sigil are neck and neck. Sigil decides, I would like that Tringle, please.
Yeah, can't say I blame Sigil or Dark Falls either, given what they were able to see in 8. Especially because they both have the recorder. They can come back here at any time if they suspect a necessary item is hanging out here.
Yeah, very good point.
So Dark Falls is going back in. Well, we now know where level 8 was. Level 8 was recorder blocked, so recorder also a required item in this seed.
Pretty good indication that we do have overworld dungeon blocked flag on. So it looks like Sigil has not found all the levels yet.
Yeah, what level is... Did he not see 7?
Yeah, Yeah, I must have been 7, I think. 5's up here underneath the Armos. Looks like that is where Sigil's headed next. Oh, or not.
And where is he? Okay, he hasn't checked the Lost Hills.
Or he's making his way over to Death Mountain. Oh, the waterfall. Dark Falls is running out of walls to bomb in this level 8.
Oh, we have a map of 7. That is a giant-headed lizard looking behind himself.
And Melchior taking that Triforce out of level 6 and taking the Triforce lead.
Yeah, he is 100% done in 6, and I would wager a significant sum of money that I know where he's headed next. Good news on Galen's side. Up on Eastern Death Mountain, he finds another small secret. He's going to check this recorder spot, see if it's anything. It's not. But he's close to max rupees, which our runners to date have not been able to say. But both he and Melchior have a good amount of money. As Melchior's going to pick up his arrows. Gee, I wonder what he's got in store for those.
I'm also going to pick up another key. That's an expensive key, though, I think. I don't know if I agree with that play.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the picking up a key choice. I don't like paying, a markup for it if I don't have to.
It might feel especially bad as he's about to find any key in level 3, if he sticks around. Oh, but look at that Coca-Cola 48. Very nice.
Yeah, well, the runners needed a reprieve in terms of prices, and that's a good reprieve as Sigil finds his ladder in level 6.
Yeah, not much going to be slowing Sigil down. Has access to all 8 levels. Don't know if he's found all of them quite yet.
If he hasn't, I expect he'll find the last level he hasn't seen yet pretty quickly. I know we had a significant number of folks join us from Speed Gaming. So if you weren't here earlier, one thing we do want to mention, on Friday evening, I believe at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have a special event going on in Z1 Randomizer. We're not sure on which Speed Gaming channel it's going to be on yet, but Jam Evil and Fred Coughlin, the creator of Z1 Randomizer, are doing a special event. It is a crowd control race event. So if you've not seen one of the crowd control race events before, it is a mechanism by which folks who are watching live can contribute to a fund that I believe is going towards the prize pool for the SGLive tournament for Z1R, although I'm not 100% about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. You can throw in a little contribution, and you get to mess with the flags that the runners are dealing with in their seed while they're playing it, which is a pain for the runners when it's happening, but it makes for some very entertaining running. So a fun special event Friday night. If you're around, be sure to check it out.
Yeah, those 2 racers have raced a race or 2 before. Also, right, Speed Gaming Live gearing up for that. We've got online tournaments. We've got in-person event in Herndon, Virginia.
I'm very familiar with Herndon, Virginia. My wife and I used to live in the D.C. area, and we would go out to the suburbs out by Dulles Airport from time to time. So if you've not been to this event before, it's a fun area. It's a fun area. There's a lot of stuff to do, both with respect to the events at SGLive, and if you need a break and want to get outside, go to a nice restaurant or walk around a little bit. That's good too. As Melchior pauses for half a second, thinks about not picking up that Triforce in 3, but he'll grab it here.
As Sigil grabbing that Triforce out of level 6. So Sigil and Melchior, I think, are the 2 racers to watch here.
Yeah, they both have 4 Triforces, and they're both done. They both have ladders. They're both done in 6. I'd say, yeah, neither of them has the item out of 3 yet, but the difference is Melchior's got the Triforce out of 3, so he may not go back to get what we know is the Any. All right, and Melchior beats Sigil to the bow by about 3 seconds, but they both have their bow and arrow now, which will help them immensely.
Also, to note, Melchior actually has 1 Triforce lead on Sigil. He's going back into level 3, looks like. Melchior going to try his luck at level 8, although we've seen both Darkfalls and Sigil in here. A whole lot of nothing besides that Triforce.
Oof, that is a beefy 8.
Interesting that Melchior grabbed that map so quickly.
He grabbed it in the Chevy room that the Dark Falls was blocked out of. So
finds the princess's room, but she is not home. She will be in the level 9. Fred has not quite yet managed to add that flag to the randomizer. Oh, very quick Triforce for Melchior. Go back in. No.
Interesting. Well, he does have the flute, so he may be thinking that he can just kind of come back here, and he's more interested in racking up those 3 Triforces he's missing. I kind of get that if you think that you're going to gamble on silvers in 9 now, right? Like if knowing what you know that if you think that if silvers are in 9 and I think I'm ahead on Triforces, let's press that advantage. Then okay.
Melchior has found the items at a 6, 5, 3, or not 3, 6, 5, and 1. It's not gotten items out of 2 or 3.
Yeah, have we checked the other raft spot yet? I know we checked the 1. As Melchior jumps into 4, so yeah, he's in Triforce cleanup mode, I guess.
Yeah, I did not notice any of our runners checking vanilla 4. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think they have. So we know it doesn't block a level. And did we see Mags early? I don't remember if we did.
Yep, we did. That was
okay.
Almost in the forest.
That's right. Yeah. So knowing what we know now, we know that spot's not going to block anything significant. But the runners may not know that. And answer a question in chat. This game has swords? I know, right? If you've been watching the All Boards No Swords tournament, you would think that those don't exist. But yeah, you can play this game in a mode that allows you to have a sword, believe it or not. Sometimes that's fun, I hear. But yeah, we've been going swordless for a while now.
You can even start the game with a sword. You can start the game with the magical sword.
Which these days seems like heresy, but it can be done. I've done it.
Yeah, it's fun to start off with the max sword, set all your enemies to max 15 HP.
Yeah, remember what I said earlier about that palette cleanser seed with the rupee speed and the 0 HP? That was that seed of the week. The one right before it was the one that had... Yeah, you start with mags, but everything in the game is 15 HP. Even the keys, even the gels, and oh my god, that was a slog. So I think everyone needed a palette cleanser or just a amuse-bouche after that. As Sigil clears out the room with blue dark nuts, and he'll get his Triforce out of 3. He does not have the Any key yet, so we'll be interested to see an hour in whether he decides to dip back in there. My guess is, well, actually, I don't know. We'll get our answer here pretty quick. He is going to dip back in. It's a smaller dungeon, and he's probably thinking, well, if the silvers are here, I would feel kind of dumb if I had the opportunity to dig him and I just said, never mind.
Yep. Also, might just stumble upon that staircase on the way to the Triforce. Again, nothing's gonna stop Melchior in here. Not any Gomas, not any Dig Doggers.
Now, Sigil's in that mucker room. He does not want to give up the money. Oh, I know, dude. But, yeah. It's either that or up A and lose all those hearts he got. And he doesn't know he can't bomb out of this, but... yep, he got the bad news.
Has essentially just about full cleared this. It's missing a bomb hole. So I'm missing the map.
Yeah, the map is what really enabled Dark Falls to make as much progress as he did in there and get the any key.
Yeah, I remember Melchior got the map though. Or no, that was the map at 8.
Yeah, that was in that Chevy room.
Ah, this must be the staircase guarded by a Patra.
Guarded by the annoying kind of Patra, the expanding one. What do we have in 4? Well, we've got a blue banana. That's not really going to help much of anybody. But this does, if Melchior's strategy is basically at this stage, clean up Triforces. If I find items, and get to 9 and hope the silver's there. Yeah, you see that? You're kind of like thinking, yeah, see? I think I'm onto something here. Because he'll grab his Triforce out of the NFC room, and he's probably off to 5, maybe?
Yeah, 6 Triforce pieces down. Yeah, I would suspect 5, just 2 screens to the left. Starfall's in the level 6, finds that ladder.
That's a sight for sore eyes for him. So he'll clean up out of 6. He doesn't have that much further to... Well, he's got to go back down south and towards kind of the west, but he'll be there before too long. Now, Galen's in that room with the blue dark nuts in 3, and yeah, he's just going to up an A and cut his losses to get his hearts back. And Darkfalls is going to clear this Gleeok. He's the first of our runners to see that we've seen do it. Hoping that there was going to be a drop of some kind, but nope, not so much. And nope, not a push block in the Gleeok room. All right, Melchior dips into... Yeah, Melchior dips in, is in 5 already. Found the compass and finds that the Triforce is 2 screens south of where he needs to go. Now 1 screen south. And he'll... Yeah, he's not even going to bother with that Aqua Menace. He'll keep on going. Oh, what do we have here for Melchior? Oh, okay, we are segmented because... well, we may not be segmented, but that's the other end of the staircase, potentially, in level 5. No, maybe we are segmented. All right, Sigil's in 4 in the NSU room with a bunch of red Dark Nuts. He's going to try and position himself strategically on the ladder here and try to clear that. He's clearing this room because he wants to go to the right to see what's over in that part of the very linear map.
Welcome, Raiders from Speed Gaming 3. Welcome to the weekly race here for Zelda 1 Randomizer. Working with the Speed Gaming Live 2022 flags. And speaking of which, tune in to the Speed Gaming Network here on Friday for a crowd control race. between Fred Kaufman, creator of the Zelda 1 Randomizer, and Jam Eviler. Both racers not strangers to the Randomizer, not strangers to Speed Gaming or Speed Gaming Live. They've put on some fabulous races here in the past.
Yeah, that will be a fun one to watch. The entertainment value on it, if nothing else, is going to be very high. All right, there, as Dark Falls is able to get his Triforce out of 6 at long last. Okay, and Sigil's about to get his news that the blue model of the Nanner is the item in 4, so he almost ducked out, but he's like, wait, you need that Triforce, buddy. Don't forget.
And meanwhile, Gillian grabbing that Triforce out of a level 8, making some progress in that department. Going back inside, looking for the staircases. First runner to do so.
Yeah, I kind of like this. I mean, you know what you've seen so far, and you know there are 2 items. 9's the only other level that's going to have 2 items, so you're already here. Here's a potential push block room, so particularly if you can find an item quickly, and at least get that knowledge, then you could reevaluate your decision at that point. Yeah, to answer a question in the chat, have we found the overworld block dungeon? We have. It's level 8. It is at the second quest, recorder spot, 1 screen southwest of the coast of the coast item. Words are hard. It's Sunday nights.
Melchior coming back to level 2, it looks like. Or no, going over to 7.
Yeah, he's in full grab Triforce mode at this point, and I would be surprised if he's not the first of our runners into 9.
And I think this is the Triforce from Dark Falls here in level 3. I think it was in the T room, somewhere over here.
Yeah, it was just south of the T room. It's in this room with the gross blue dark nuts. Yeah, and Dark Falls is using the plan of attack in a room like this that I like to use for blue dark nuts. Focus your energy on one. He's trying to get that spot in the middle where you can stop the BMOs from shooting at you. But I like to, if I can get a hit on one, follow that guy around and knock him out. A room of 5 blue dark nuts is easier to deal with than a room of 6 blue dark nuts. So if you can at least knock one guy out and isolate him, you'll make the rest of the room clear a lot easier. Just bite-sized pieces. Now he's down to 1 heart though. Yeah, oh, darn it. Oh, he's going to have to go back to start. Yeah, so Melchior's blitzing his way through 7. If he's right that the silvers are in 9, then he's in really good shape. The one thing that could slow him down is the key situation, which has been bothering all of our runners, except for the one runner who found the any key in level 3, and that was Dark Falls.
Yeah, seeing it play out right here. Melchior doing anything and everything he can not to spend any extraneous keys. It should be the item, I think. No? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Thought so, but yeah, that block's not going to push, so we'll try again here in a moment. Oh, it looks like he may feel like he has to kill this Patra.
Yeah, I wonder if it's over here in the room to the right.
No, but that's a compass, and that's certainly something he's looking for. Okay, he's only 3 screens away from the Triforce, so I expect. Well, shoot. I expect he'll try to bomb to the south here, and if he finds the item on the way to the Triforce, great. Otherwise, well, you know how there was a shoot room? Well, now there's 2. So yeah, now he does kind of have to. There's a defined path he does have to take.
Yeah, that doesn't look quite that linear, but those shoot rooms sure make it linear.
Yeah, to your point, he did not want to spend that key he just spent right there, but he's kind of forced to. But at least he'll get the floor heart here in 7 for his troubles.
And with that heart, he does have a 1 in, I think, 5 chance of picking up that magical sword.
Yep, it is 1 in 5, and we saw that right by where the runners started. So, would not surprise me at all, particularly if right before 9, Melchior took a quick peek, tried to quadruple his offense.
Yeah, he's managing to do 3 HP worth of damage if he can manage to hit A and B at the same time with that wand equipped. There is that Triforce taking a peek into 1 extra room. I love that strategy.
Yeah, you're gonna kick yourself if he's gonna take a peek at this other room here he hasn't been in. I like this. You're gonna kick yourself if the item's here and you don't get it.
Looks like this is a staircase potentially. Yeah, it pushes. What do we got? Survey says it's an upgrade. Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Well, you'll definitely take that. Melchior is going to be very happy that he checked that. That'll double his offense, so at minimum. So that'll make his Ganon fight significantly easier, whether or not he gets gets mags here in a minute, which he probably will at least check it.
Well, I was actually about to say with that sword upgrade, might be less tempted to take the extra time looking for that magical sword. It's only a 1 in 5, but that is the 8th and final piece of the Triforce off to level 9.
Yep, so we have 4 items outstanding, 2 in 8 and 2 in 9. So Melchior doesn't know that based on our knowledge it's 50-50, although he did flute back to 8, 10, and 9. But from what we, as observers, know, it's 50-50 that the silvers will be in 9. 3 of the 4 items in... Yeah, he is going to check it right here? Nope, no dice. Well, it was worth a shot.
Oh, it's right next to level 9. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's if it's literally... But to your point, probably, the deciding factor was it's literally on the way. So we're in 9 on Melchior's side. What are we looking for besides the silvers?
We're listening for the roar and looking for that door.
Yep, and in normal circumstances in 9, there are differing opinions about whether you check every staircase or whether you just try to see rooms. Given that you're looking for silvers, the weight the weight as to which side of the argument you go on definitely goes in favor of check every stair, because you're looking for a stair item.
Yeah, positively.
All right, Dark Falls is in 4. He's digging for the item. Does he have the compass? I don't know, but he'll get the bad news. He'll find where the Triforce is, right there. He'll get the bad news here in about 3 seconds as to what the item is.
Meanwhile, Sigil has found the compass in 7. Galen has found the ladder, but all eyes on Melchior. More importantly, all ears on Melchior.
Absolutely. As Sigil gets the bad news about the dual shoots that are going to force him in a very specific direction, he's going to try to bomb up, not having the map, not knowing that that there's no room up there.
But Melchior bombs up and finds a bomb hole, finds a turnstile room.
Yep, and a nice screen scroll or a nice block clip there to get around so you could bomb up top. He's a little resource strapped at the moment. 1 bomb and 2 keys, so he's gonna decide to up A here and head straight north instead. Finds a staircase, and he'll probably see where this takes him.
Of course, out of 4 for Dark Falls. Right next to the level 5. Another transport here from Melchior.
Ooh. That's not a fun room to pop up into when you have 3 keys. Hey, there are 4 directions. 3 of them are going to cost you a key, though. He has been fortunate in that in 2 of the rooms he's been in so far, now 3, he's been able to pick up keys on the floor. 9 does have a decent amount of floor keys available in it. As I believe that's Aurora that we hear on Melchior's side. He's going to check the stair just in case it's Silver's. It's not, it's a transport. But he's going to take the other side, and I like the taking of the other side here. It's 1 more room with a potential stair that you can just eliminate, that you don't have to clear or worry about.
Spending keys, though, down to 3.
Yeah, but he is rewarded with that bomb pack. I'm sure he's very happy to get that.
Really quick Triforce out of 5 for Dark Falls. Making good progress.
Alright, no push block room there in the blue darknet room for Melchior, so he'll head south from here. As Sigil's going to get the pretty decent news about the White Sword in 7, and he's not far at all from the Triforce there, so he'll grab that and peace out. Hi, Zelda! Right there in the room next to the ropes. So Melchior has a path to Zelda now, and he knows vaguely where Ganon is. He needs to find the Silver's stat, and he's headed to the east to see if that will get him in the right direction.
Meanwhile, we have marked the Triforce out of 5 for Dark Falls. It looks like the tracker is a little behind.
Yeah, that tracker likes to eat inputs from time to time. So we'll get that taken care of in short order. Sigil grabs his Triforce out of level 7, and he's got 6 of the 8 he needs. Those bombs paying dividends for Melchior as he's able to bomb up here from the bottom row. He'll get a key, a much-needed key. He's up to 5 keys, so those worries about key troubles in 9 were certainly valid early, but he's making quick work of that premise here in the rooms he's cleared so far.
Melchior is just worrying about where those silver arrows are. Oh, and it looks like we've been asleep at the wheel. Sigil is in level 9, has all 8 pieces of the Triforce, as Galen is picking up that bow on the coast.
And Melchior's going to use a potion here in this blue room with the blue dark nuts. I do like this. You're on green tunic. These guys do 2 hearts of damage. They're annoying in this type of room. You don't want to have to go back to start when you've already made a decent amount of progress in investigating the map. This is a potential push block room, so why not?
Meanwhile, Galen is in level 8, so if we find a staircase, either 8 or 9, it will increase or decrease our odds of the silvers being wherever they are.
Yeah, none of our runners really sank much time into 8 at all, so I'll be very curious to see how willing Galen is to dig up in the north part of this map. If he's right, that the silvers are here in 8 and not in 9, he's right back in this.
Another transport from Melchior. Very nice double clip to get in that. Melchior letting that light kind of walk into him there. But he's not going to clear that run. Just checking that bomb hole.
All right, Dark Falls, meanwhile, is in 7. He's getting his offensive upgrade, and he'll have his Triforce out of 7 here in a moment.
So we're looking for an item staircase. It's going to be either the red ring, the book, the power bracelet, or the silver arrows.
Yeah, 3 of those 4 add some benefit. Some are clearly better than others, but I don't think any runner is turning down a red ring at this stage. They're all on green tunic.
And we're still unsure 100% about the flags. If important items can be in 9, it's less good odds that silvers are somewhere. But without that flag, it's better odds that silvers are here in 9. Another transport. We're off to see that community hint.
Oh, here's our first item in 9. Well, okay. His book is an atlas, to answer a question in chat, and wow, that's a 9.
5, 6, 7, 8. Is it just is it 16 holes there?
I think you're right. Yeah, I think it is 16. So we're at 48 rooms. Shape-wise, that is a really, really fluffy cat.
Yeah. Pretty small level 9 though.
Yeah, 48 rooms, not terrible, but the tail of the cat there on the left, that could be nothing, or that could be something really useful. We'll find out here in a minute, as that's exactly where Sigil is. That's actually where Melchior is, although he doesn't know it because he doesn't have the book yet.
Now, is it Godzilla, chat, or is it Reptar?
Yeah, we're going to have to rely on chat for that one, as Melchior is going to get his book. So he sees the map, and yeah, both Sigil and Melchior, I suppose you could ask the question, given their knowledge. Now that you know one of the 2 items in 9 is the book, do you consider popping out and going to 8 at all? But you're kind of here already, so you know the item could be in the next room. So obviously, if the second item is not the silvers, then we've got a ways to go.
Yeah, that makes me think that important items cannot be in 9 for these flags, but I do not know that for certain.
Yeah, I don't know that either. Oh, Sigil takes a death in the Dark Nut room. That's a tough room to deal with Dark Nuts in that maze room. Oh no, is Darkfalls having PC issues?
Oh no.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But we do have a knowledge bomb in chat, so it is a 50-50 that silvers are here. The power bracelet is going to be in level 8. And hey, look at that. Silvers
Hello!
here in 9.
Well, well, well. Looks like Melchior mapped about 80% of this 9. But his patience is rewarded in the form of the silver arrows. He knows where Ganon is, and he knows where the princess is.
And it is official, Dark Falls has forfeited from the race.
Oh darn it! That is annoying. And as someone who is on an ancient laptop himself from either the Mesozoic or the Cenozoic era, I feel for you. I'm in the market for a new PC as well that will allow for better gaming, possible streaming, all those things. So totally feel you there. Okay, Melchior is going to bomb in from the south, and at what time is it? 1 hour 29 minutes. We finally have our first appearance of Ganon, as Melchior is going to try to get Ganon a stun lock here. He's got one shot on him. He'll have two here in a second. There's two, 3, 4. There's the stun lock.
Yeah, we've got bacon. Who's hungry?
Well, I wasn't before, but I am now. Melchior, he knows the path to Zelda. I believe it's just fair. It's a couple 3 rooms down from here that he passed this before. Just needs to not get bopped here by the Dark Nuts, and he should be in good shape. There's that door that pops open. All right, so get your GGs in chat for Melchior. With an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour 30 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yeah, we'll see if we can't get, hey, there is Melchior. GG's, good sir.
Hey, thank you very much. Oh, let me fix. Hold on. Maybe that'll work. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, coming in 3rd place overall, 1st place on the restream.
That seed was nutty.
Boy, you had to be breathing a big sigh of relief when you found that second item in 9, though, I would imagine.
Oh gosh, absolutely. I was going straight back to 8 if that wasn't there, and I'm like, how many times do I dig 8 before 9? It's like, there's so much to gain to just go 9 first, and I'm glad I did. Boy, this was a Death Mountain first seed. Jeez almighty.
Yeah. Might have also helped a little bit to know that level 3 had the any key buried in it somehow.
I have no idea where it was. I marked every room of 3. It was in some one-off that you only find with the map. The map, which is most certainly in that shoot room with the 8 blue dart nuts.
I think you're right. Yep.
Yeah, boy, those dungeon maps were not being kind to any of you. Either early on, you either found a map that was incredibly linear, or single or double segmented and a giant pain in the butt. So you guys plowed through as best you could. Yeah. So, but you're absolutely right. Death Mountain had both 1 and 2, and some useful items.
Yeah, and let me count for y'all. Things that were ladder blocked. Level 3. Level 4. Level 5. Level... not 6. Level 7. And level 8. Because level 8 you did that Chevy room to get to the map and then Triforce. So, 5 things that were ladder blocked.
Well, I mean, at least there weren't, like, a whole bunch of Gomas.
True.
Small victories, right? Well, you knew that ladder was required to begin with when you saw the bow on the coast. So, if ladder's going to be required, let's make it really required.
Fair enough. Gracious alive.
Yeah, and good news for you. You, of the runners on the stream, you were definitely the first to find the ladder in 6.
Mm-hmm. And when I did, I'm like, oh, this was so easy. I feel so bad. It was just 1 room in 6. You just needed the recorder out of 5, which was 2 rooms in 5.
Yep. But it was, I think 5 maybe was key locked early. But I think you had a really impressive early overworld routing. First, kind of make it over to the graveyard and kind of do your first initial sweep. And then as soon as you got that ladder, you were kind of, off to the races.
No. While true, my number 1 item to find in this seed was the wand. Yep. Because combat was heavy with the blue dart nuts.
Yeah, I think Dark Falls was the first to get that. I think you and Sigil were neck and neck to that wand.
Yeah, it did make a big difference in terms of your combat, but let's be real. Your success has to be attributed to the new internet, right?
Oh, absolutely. No frame drops means I don't have to worry about my stream.
Very nice.
Wow. I really hope all the SGLive seeds aren't like that. I was prepared to dig every dungeon anyway, because I'm like, required overworld block, okay. Mixed quest overworld, okay. And it's like, dig everything. But in what order?
Or
And-
you know, take 10 minutes to buy, farm up a whole bunch of money to buy a couple keys.
Which I had to do. And I didn't really farm it on purpose. I routed in to purchase keys as I found I was near them, because the big key shops for Death Mountain.
And we saw a couple key purchases from runners here.
Yeah, kind of seemed required, because that any key in 3 was buried.
And it's always a good thing to keep in mind that Fred, it's merciful most of the time, but it is built into the randomizer that every so often you are required to purchase a key or 2 or 3.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for commentating. It's already 11 o'clock here on the East Coast, so I'm gonna go on ahead and go to bed. I bet the missus is waiting.
Alrighty, thanks good sir, and thanks for the showing.
Yeah, thanks Moonrisen on tracking. Thank all y'all. That was good fun. I'm like, man, I just missed sub 90, but hey, I put in a performance, and I'm proud of that. Especially one death on my at least death count. I think I did a reset or 2. That felt good.
Yeah, given what we know now about this seed, an hour 30 is quite impressive. So really well done. Get some rest, and thanks for putting on a show for us.
Thank y'all very much. Y'all have a good evening.
Melchior making the podium. You're gonna want to make sure you go give Melchior a follow. Give all the runners here a follow. Dark Balls, Melchior, Galen, and Sigil.
While we were talking to Melchior, Sigil did find the silvers in 9 and promptly burned them several times, bombed them, did it pretty much everything you can think to do to them. But he did pick them up, and he's now on his way to Ganon, and he'll take care of that. And I believe he knows the path to Zelda as well, so he should be done with this seed in short order. Now, and for those who are curious, in the race time room, we have now had 5 of the 11 runners who started this seed finish. So you're looking at Sigil and Galen as 2 of the remaining 5 competitors who have not finished. Sigil is on his way there. He should be there in a matter of seconds. And then once he's done, hopefully we'll be able to talk to him for a little bit.
And on the other side, Galen is in level 3. The last dungeon they've cleared out is level 6. So unfortunately, the combat or the key situation, I think, more is the case. Just getting the best of Galen here, Galen Merrick.
Yeah, this has not been an easy seed by any stretch of the imagination. If you've been watching All Borks No Swords tournament, you would think, oh, they have swords. How bad could this be? Oh no, you can still roll a really painful sworded seed. And this was up there.
Oh yeah, and for the main tournament, I tried my hand at a couple seeds, and I could not get below a sub 2 hour, and that was with swords. Did have like extra bosses and some shenanigans that made it pretty hard, but having a sword is no guarantee of an easy seed.
Yeah, and I was feeling for Sigil there during the Ganon fight. I just did this week's Seed of the Week and ran into a situation on Green Tunic with Wood Sword trying to battle Ganon and on 8 hearts, and it was just, it was misery there for a solid 5 minutes. But I eventually got it. Sigil doing better than me. He got it on the first try. And he's going to make a beeline towards Zelda's room, which he will find here in just a moment.
Swing, and it flies open.
All right, get your GGs in chat for Sigil 711. He finishes in 6th place with a racetime.gg time of 1 hour 38 minutes and 54 seconds.
We're gonna see if Sigil will be joining us up here.
Just send him a question, see if he's available.
That is in the setup channel here in the Discord. There he's at. How you doing, Sigil? GG.
Thank you. I'm doing okay.
Good to hear. Good to hear. What'd you think of that seed, Melchior? Melchior had some thoughts.
You now have 5 Triforces. You need something.
I felt it was a really ugly beginning.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think all 4 of you on stream kind of ran into similar roadblocks as you kind of got funneled up to Death Mountain to find both 1 and 2, and yeah, it was a slog at first, and we noted that, but you guys powered through it. Talk us through kind of your how you made your way through 9.
I was just trying to find ways where I wouldn't have to use my keys.
Yep. Unfortunately, Dark Falls had to forfeit the race. Was the only runner we saw to find that in any key in level 3.
Yeah, that's the only reason I going back to the older levels after I ran out of keys, just to find the any key.
Yeah, and it was buried deep in 3, and 3 was a very linear and messy map, so kind of not surprised that that any key was difficult to find. But you powered through. You got your silvers in 9, and you made good progress. Yeah, just kind of talk us through your overall thoughts about how you felt the seed went, given all the obstacles you faced, and there were a lot.
I was preparing just to dig into dungeons with the red candle.
Yeah, that seemed to work out for you for a bit. And then, unfortunately, ran into all those ladder blocks.
I had some special words to say about those blocks.
Yeah, once you found that ladder in 6, things really started to kind of open up, and yeah, that had to have been... I mean, you knew ladder was required once you saw the bow on the coast, but you didn't know it was that required.
Nope, I was thinking about looking for 7 before going into 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were wondering in the chat about that when you whether you had seen 7 at that time, because you knew it was a level that you knew there was possible overworld block there. So, but you made the right decision, and you ended up getting the ladder, and the rest kind of fell into place from there.
I was just praying that power bracelet wasn't required.
Well, your prayers were answered, because no, I don't think anyone found the power bracelet in 8.
Yeah, it's somewhere. But that goes to show you the power of the mixed quest overworld. All those recorder spots from second quest are a possibility.
Yeah, I saw that early Triforce in 8 and the locked door. I was like, nope.
A very wise call, especially with that recorder in hand. And it was the correct gamble to make.
Yep, the 2 items in 8 were the power bracelet and the red ring, neither of which were required. Red ring would have been nice, but as it turned out, in 9 and in Ganon's room, you managed just fine without it. All right, so of the runners who are streaming, we've just got Galen here. He is... Where's Galen headed?
Making his way over to level 5. But it might be a good point to call the episode here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Galen, just a bit of a struggle to go through still here.
Yeah, this was... And Sigil, you mean... You're absolutely right. This was a difficult seed. After the All Boards No Swords tournament, I'm sure everyone's thinking, "Oh, swords, seeds with swords. How bad could this be?" But the seed's a good reminder that even in a sorted seed, things can set up in such a way that can inflict a lot of pain. But you managed really well. Were able to get through in just over an hour and a half. So GG on that.
Thank you. I felt my play at the beginning was a little sloppy.
I thought you did really well at one point, kind of pulling away from Melchior in terms of that lead. I think that wand. I think you were one of the first with the wands, or first to make some good use. Definitely the first to find level 8
You now have 6
underneath that
Triforces.
recorder spot.
You need something to be Triforce and go.
Yeah, at that point, I was just trying to take care of all my East Hyrule check.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep, and that certainly paid off for you. Is any final thoughts, Sigil, before we let you go?
Nope, I hope that the next seed is nicer.
I think everyone hopes that.
Yeah, same. Thanks for putting on a great race. Thanks to all of our racers. We got Melchior, Dark Falls, Sigil, and Galen. I know I'm gonna be popping in the Galen stream, rooting him on to see this thing through. But I think that'll do it for us here on Speed Gaming.
Yep,
I've
same
been
here.
August 40th, joined by barbecue.gov and Moon Risen Phoenix on the behind the scenes tracking.
Thank you for comms, August and BBQ, and thank you for tracking, Moon.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, this was fun, August. We should do this again sometime.
Yeah, anytime I get some availability, I'm looking at the schedule and seeing what works with my schedule.
Same here. So, if you haven't gotten enough Z1 Randomizer tonight, folks, there are a couple of other All Boards No Swords races. One's going on right now, and one's going to start in, I believe, a little less than an hour. They'll be on the other Speed Gaming channels. Be easy to find. So stick around and enjoy the rest of the races this evening.